Hey everyone, it's Patchy here and welcome back to Megaquarium. Last episode we completed the tutorial level and now we are on the first kind of main quest, the second level. I'm not sure if you can actually go back to the main screen to see it. No, you can't. I've just clicked on resume game and it's taken us into here. So this is the second level. You can see what we need to do up here. So the reward for this one is 2,000 generic units of currency. Combined science across all animals is 40. We need to build a tool station, we need to hire at least one staff, and then we need to open. So let's get the member of staff straight away. We have, who do we have here? Claire. She's got actually decent empathy and decent memory, and she can feed and fix. That's a very good choice we could go for there. Romeo, very good fitness, so he'll be able to go around cleaning and fixing quite a lot. We have Isla here with good empathy and good memory, and Ulrika with good precision. So we're going to go for, I actually want two members of staff I think, so we're going to go for Claire, and we're going to go for Romeo here. He can fix and clean as well. So we've got two members of staff. That's completed this bit and then some. So we need to build a tool station. So that is in this menu here. We can go and get this. You can see we do actually have some stuff here, so I'll walk you through what we've got. We've got a couple of fish in this tank here. We've got some two yellow tang fish in here, but this tank isn't complete yet. You can see these are size 6. They're plant lovers, so it's got plenty of plants in there. The only thing we need to do is put some filtration on there. It's not enough filtration, so we can do that now before we unpause the game. If we come into here, then we can stick another combi thing. Let's just build a power filter there, and that will solve that problem at least. We don't have anything in this tank. Oh yes, we do. We have 3 dotty backs in this tank. In here, we don't have anything yet. And in here, we don't have anything yet either. And you can also see we're actually using some different types of tank here. We're using the wall tanks, and this one is a corner tank. And this allows you to build these walls up around them so you can hide all of this stuff behind. Doesn't quite hide it because they can still see into this room. In fact, if we do something really quite cool here, we'll minimise all of that down. We can zoom right in, and if you zoom right in, then it goes into first person mode. So we can see we have a couple of barrels over here, and we can actually see what all of these look like from the perspective of one of the people in our fish, in our aquarium. So you can see here we can actually see the food tanks and everything behind, but we can see the fish a lot better. And if we come over here, we can quite clearly see, from a customer's perspective, quite clearly see all of the pumps and everything still. But hopefully towards the end of this level we will get some things to solve that. So if we zoom back out again, a little bit too far, and come back over to there, excellent. So now we need combined science outputs of 40 across all the tanks. So if we have a look what animals we have. We have a zebra moray eel here. This is going to grow up to 9 in size, and it gives us a decent amount of science output. So we're going to place one of those into that tank there. You just placed your first moray eel. This tells us about growing, basically, so long... Oops, didn't really want another one. How much can this hold? 15. These go up to 9 each, so that'll be 18. So I want to sell one of those actually. So we go to demolish, and then we can sell this one for 129. Yeah, that'll be fine. So yeah, in here we can see now this, does it need anything? Yes, it needs a bit of, tell you what, if I do this, if I put him into, no, it'll have to be in that one. This one actually has fish in it, didn't see that. These are half and half chromis. Wonderful. Right, so let's put some driftwood into this tank. so that our eel has somewhere to hide. And we don't have any mussels, so if we go to this one here, we can get a mussel dispenser in this room, and then these guys will feed him mussels. So that will be 14. And then we have a size 15 tank here. So in here we can put these royal grammars. They're only size 3 each, so we can get 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So that will give us 24 in total there. We need 2 more. These royal grammars. Will this fish start eating stuff? Only crustaceans. So we can, in fact, add another one of those into there. And that gives us our combined science output. Now we just need a bit more filtration into here. So we get a mini combo. Where's best to place this? There was nowhere really that good to place this. Tell you what, we're going to place that there, and then we're actually going to expand out straight away. Expand the back of this, and I will expand it all the way down and add a new wall in there. So that just gives the staff enough room to move around. So at the moment I'm going to keep all of this stuff in. I'm just going to let money build up a little bit. We spent, I think we started off with, how much? About 2,000, 1,800, something like that. So we spent a decent amount of money already. And this one needs a bit more filtration as well. So we're going to get another mini combo into there. That is all of those needs sorted. We have enough food everywhere we are, and I think we can finally open up our aquarium. So we've got the next ecology project straight away. We can either go for these coral groupers or this flame angelfish. Now, I really do quite like the angelfish. It can't be with other flame angelfish. So you only have one of these in a tank. It is size 3. Now these coral groupers, they do grow, so they go from size 5 to size 9. They also eat fish and crustaceans with a size of 2 or less. When they grow, that will increase to size 3 or less. And they also eat 33% more food and create 33% more waste for whatever size it is. And it also can only be housed alone. So we're going to go for... Do we have anything to research at the lower ranks? No, we don't. So we're going to go for the angelfish first. I think that'll probably be the best. So this is telling us about wall tanks. I can tell you that a bit easier than that, to be honest, rather than reading all of that. Now we have a few different types of tanks here. And next science project, I'm going to definitely go for this basic pump straight away. This allows us to put it over here, say, and we can connect it up to one of these tanks, and it'll have hidden piping underneath it that go from wherever the pump is into the connected tank. And so you can place this over there, place the like the filter and the combi things, whatever they are, over in other places, and they will act as if it's right next to it. So it allows you to hide things much better, and you can place them behind walls as well, so you can completely hide all of your backstage stuff. Yeah, so with the tanks, we have wall tank here, which is just a straight tank. There is one display edge. We have the corner tanks, which have 2 display edges, and we have observer tanks, which have 3 display edges here, and only a small section at the back for access. And over here you can see they grow to all different kinds of sizes. I think the smallest is 2x3, something like that. And then they grow up to about 5x5, I think is the highest. So anyway, we've got to build a tank size 3x3, house any animal in it, make sure there's sufficient heating and water, and guests cannot access the backstage area. So essentially it wants us to build another section over here. Now I've got a way that I've developed in the sandbox mode of doing this. I don't know how well it'll work here because everything's a little bit messed up. By which I mean we don't have a clear area to work with first. So what I'm going to do, I need a 4 wide area. So I'm going to bring this out. I want a staff door there. And I'm going to need a little bit more space as well. So let's extend this out to there. Grab the walls quickly so that these guys don't get in backstage. I want a staff door. Where are they? They are in here. Staff door. I want that to be there. And then we're going to grab an observer tank. We can turn it around with Q and E. And so this is the basic size of the tank, 2 by 3. But we can increase that to a 3 by 4. So it's saying it wants a 3 by 3, so we're going to give it a 3 by 3. And then we can move that to there. Is that enough space behind? We may need another little bit behind because we can extend that afterwards. And then I'm going to place in a 1 wall there. And we can actually get a second one in here. I'm going to place in another wall. I'm going to get a little bit more room. And then another one of these tanks, an observer tank. There, like that. Then I want to move you out of there, and I want to move you away from there, and place a final wall in there. So that gives us the 2 of these, and it gives us a backstage area. So now, I think I do want a bit more room back here. And we're making plenty of money, so we don't really need to worry too much about that. Because what I'm going to do here is I'm going to build another room back here. It still has access to it. I'm going to wait for this pump to be researched, and then we can actually make these tanks up properly. I think while we're waiting for the science to increase, I will place a couple more amenities in here. I want a few more tool stations around the area. I find you can never have too many of these. We've got a message that says our moray eel has grown in size. So we have a look now at the difference between what it was before and what it is now. You can see it's now size 9. And this thing says it can eat crustaceans with size 3 or less, where it was size 2. No, it was size 1 before, wasn't it? So there we go. Now we want something in here. I'm not sure what I want yet. But I will want angelfish. Probably the angelfish, actually. The coral group is very, very good for science, and that one's very good for ecology. So I'm going to have one for the angelfish and one for a grouper. And I'm just going to have one fish in there each. So let's build up these tanks a little bit. We have a look at this. This grouper needs at least 3 cave. So we will place in driftwood into there. And then we can have some eelgrass in that way there. And in there. And there. And then we can have a small rock. Just there. I think that'll look quite nice. Let's come down. Yeah. Doesn't look bad. So, that's ready for the grouper to go in when we finally get the grouper. There's the pumps. Excellent. Now, the next research project is the power combi. So that is basically 2 of this mini combi. It allows us to get a mix between the power heater and the power filter all in one. So if we have a look how these pumps work now, we get a basic pump. We can place that down there, link it to a tank there, and we're going to get another one here and link it to the tank here. And then you can place things around this and it would be like they were over here. So what does the grouper actually need to eat? It's mussels. So in the back of here, we're going to want some mussels there. And then what do these angelfish need? Flame angelfish. Let's pause the game. Let's place these in. So this has a size of 23. Oh no, I can only do one of these. Ah, right. Yes, that was a mistake. So I'm only putting one of these in. So this is going to need much more plant life. So if we get... We've only got basically 2 options for plant life. And sea lettuce in there. Let's just have a look how that looks. It's not bad. And if it comes over here, then it has the people have a really nice view of it. Let's get this back into a view which is better. There we go. So all of these need now is the filtration and the filtration and the temperature. Yes, that's all. But do I want to wait until this power thing is ready? That is size 3, so I can actually place it into tank 3 for now. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to move, and I'm going to place him in there. Wait, he's size 3. I can't place him in there. No! You're going to die if you go into there. So you can go into here instead. Yeah. And now this is going to need a little bit of plant life. Right, that should be all okay now. So he will survive. We can unpause. Everything's working fine. Just going to wait for this to build up now. Once it actually goes, once it starts going, it goes fairly quickly. It's just that people need to come, new people need to come in and see this for the first time, because he's our main guy for science. Just seeing, do we have anywhere else that could store this little guy? Yes, we do. Place him in there instead. There's the coral grouper. There we go. It was okay, it's just crustaceans that he eats. So I didn't need to move that one in. So come on, let's go with this. We don't have any more ecology stuff, no more fish to unlock. So we're just waiting for this combo boiler thing to be researched. And we do have it on fast speed as well. Now we don't have anything available, we can't actually rank up in this level, which is a shame. You can see this number goes up and down all the time as new people come in. All of these, when they find new things, they either like them, they don't like them, or they're neutral about them. And this will go up, and then over time this will then decrease again as it all wears off when they leave. This is nearly coming to a head now. There we go, there's a power combi. So we've got everything researched. So now in here, I want to go to here and power combi. I want to place one there, and I'm actually going to place two of them in, just so you can see we can place more than one on each of these. You can place one on each side basically, and it needs access so that it can be repaired. So now in here we can see we do actually have really good water filtration and really good temperature. So now we want the coral grouper in there, and that is everything done. Over to you. The next stage of the aquarium's expansion is down to you. You'll need to fund the expansion using ticket sales, so keep an eye on your cash flow. We've just been given a load of money. 6,000 will be absolutely fine. We won't ever run out of money really, to be honest. I found that money in this game is not really needed that much. Oh, this guy needs... I put this guy in the wrong one. So you are supposed to be in there. That's better. And this one was actually for the angelfish. Now we can fill up these tanks with other things as well. And we do actually have a fair few fish which we haven't put in yet. How much space do we have in these? We have 3 out of 23. And what food do we need for this one? We need green pellets. So let's get some green pellets. Backstage here. So the idea of this is that the staff come in and they have the feeding stuff there to be able to feed these guys. But all the stuff, the stuff needed to maintain these are much further backstage over here. So we have like a two-tier effect, a two-tier backstage effect. So you have the publicly visible backstage and you have the non-publicly visible backstage, or the maintenance areas. You can see these will break down every so often and they will need to be repaired. But so long as you've got enough staff, then it doesn't really matter too much, so long as you've got a fair amount of redundancy. I found playing with a sandbox that redundancy is the key to winning this game. So let's open up this area a little bit more. So if we pause the game, we will expand the area and we will just grab a ton of land. There you go, there's 1,000 monies spent. And we can bring this all the way down to there. And on here I want to do pretty much the same as that. Actually no. Let's get rid of these ones again. Because what I may do is actually bring that all the way down to there, so we can get some bigger tanks in. So we get an observer tank. We can bring that up to its maximum size, and then we want another one just there. And so this will easily give us what we need for completing the mission. Now here I want that to be cut off there, and I'm going to put a staff door in on this end, just there. And then we need to bring this down. I'm going to put a staff door in again on the bottom end here. So let's get one of those to there. So now we've got access to here from both areas. I may end up putting one in there as well, but we won't need it. We won't be on this mission for much longer. In here, let's go for let's go for the Azure Demoiselle. I'll actually learn how to say it. Demoiselle. Because these are only 2 each, so we've got a load in there now. If we have a look, that's what they look like. And you can actually come into the tanks as well. It's basically no clipping throughout here, so you can go into the backstage areas as well. And so what do we want with here? It's a bit awkward to get the camera back into a position where you like it afterwards. There we go, that will do. So in here we will want a basic pump. Give ourselves a bit of space to there. And we'll want some combi boilers. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.